I had a author on the show talking about some of the challenges of tech addiction, and wearables addiction is now another thing where he was talking about people who have to hit their 10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000 steps a day. And their husband thought that this particular woman was having an affair because she'd always leave the house at 10 p.m. at night. And it turned out that she was 7,500 steps under her. So she's there power walking around the neighborhood, and her husband thinks that she's off having sex with the neighbor or something like that. Very, very briskly walking to have a quick fling that lasts for about 7 minutes and then coming back.
Well, it does become addictive, but it's better to be addicted to that than a lot of other things. I think that the future is that we will know way more about our bodies than we know about our cars. Right now, it's the opposite. I mean, who would drive without a dashboard? But how many of us have tracked our bodies over the last 10 years like I have? And what's coming in the very near future, and I already am in this future, it's just, I'm one of the, on the, front row seat. You'll have a ring, you have a watch, but more importantly, your doctor will give you a patch to stick here, either just before the visit, maybe a week before, or if you've just left hospital. And then eventually you wouldn't leave home without one because you'll need it. These devices are, instead of going for an annual checkup, they'll measure you 1,000 times a second. And they're real, they exist. I've got one just in my bag. I usually wear it. You push a button, it syncs with your phone. Your doctor can see the results. And they'll tell you if you get sick, if you're going to have a heart attack in the future, next week. They monitor your breathing, your temperature, your heart. And it's in the US, FDA approved. So these are true medical devices, not toys like these things.
Didn't you say it can work out which side you slept on, whether you slept on your right or your left last night and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're seeing a lot. You got to give up some privacy.
Oh, you're to say, yeah. Dude, one of the best things that I've heard you say was someone can steal your credit card once, but once your health records are public, that's for life. That is going to be, health record security is going to be a huge thing. As you get all of these crazy insights and you're potentially able to look at project out someone's life. That's implications for employment, for relationships, for insurance, for everything.
It is, but we already live in that world. We shouldn't be scared of it. We're talking about gaining an extra 10, probably 20 years for some of us with this technology. You have to take technology for what it is. And already our medical records are digitized and can be stolen, but they're not. So there are really robust mechanisms in place and laws right now about health data security, and we'll strengthen them. But right now, I'm not concerned. I think the benefits far outweigh the risk, and I haven't seen anybody's genome get hacked or stolen yet. I am building a company that will tell you your biological age and ostensibly how to slow down the process and reverse it with all the latest technology. And I've got a website if anybody wants to sign up, and Chris, we can do you
amazing
as one of the early adopters.
What's the website?
The website is drsinclair.com. Doctor is spelled out, not DR, DOCTOR, Sinclair.com. Get on the wait list, and you'll be one of the first people on the planet to have this test done. And I'm sure we'll offer some discounts early for early adopters too.
I love it. What do you want to be able to measure through a bio device that currently it's quite hard to measure?
Right. Well, first thing is that'll be a mouth swab. So the age of your body that will tell you your biological age. It's just an easy, you don't have to spit.
Aside from that, so let's look at the wearables that you've got on now. You can get HRV and you can get what side you slept on, and you can get blood glucose through these insulin-y things. What's missing? What would you like someone to bring up the technology to do next?
Yeah, I know. I heard the question. I was going to get to it. I just forgot to mention the other stuff. Fair enough. So I think blood glucose on a patch would be great rather than sticking a needle. That's coming.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that in the middle of those things on the back of people's arms. It looks like it's dangerous. I don't know. I'm not fantastic with needles.
Well, I don't find it pleasant to put in. You actually have to push a button and it hammers it into your arm. And I don't like needles either. I get scared of it. Once it's in, it's okay. But the thought of it flying into my skin is not good. And on Instagram, if you want to check it out, I pulled one of these off my arm There's blood there. I pulled it apart. You can see the inner workings and the needle. It's up there. David Sinclair, PhD, if you want to check it out. But yeah, what would I like to measure? I'd like to know amino acid levels, ketones, inflammatory molecules, sex hormones, if possible, calorie counter. That'd be great.
Just an accurate one.
Yeah, so I don't have to think about it.
You've got an Apple Watch. You're not convinced with how accurate the daily calories are if you were to run that through?
Well, don't you have to enter the data?
In terms of what your expenditure for the day or your intake? Oh,
no, I'm saying what's gone into your bloodstream.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that would be like, I don't know, that would be like MyFitnessPal on, you'd have to, some sort of barcode on the inside of your mouth that automatically, yeah, that would be insane.
So I'm working on that.
I have no idea how you even solve that problem. Like, what do you do? Do you have like a little infrared scanner in the back of your throat? Is that right? Okay, David's had 3 gulps of water. Looks like half an apple there.
Let's put it this way. We haven't filed all of our patents yet. So let me finish this up. But, often when I dream of something that I really want to see on the planet, I just go do that.
Honestly, man, it blows my mind how much stuff it is that you do. Like, I'm aware that you're supposed to be at the forefront of longevity and research and getting stuff done, but this is like, even the last time that we spoke, you were talking about how briefly you tend to get these IP sales and stuff comes through, and then it's really, really good. And this is a period where you've got tons of money that you don't really know what to do with, and then you just decide to go and spend it all on creating something else that's crazy, and you have sort of a circadian rhythm of finances as well. And it just feels like, I don't know, it's cool. It's cool that you've got someone who's so reckless in a way, kind of at the forefront of this.
Yeah, maybe that's not the right word to use, but let's say I'm amplifying my impact by reinvesting the dollars that I make into new technologies. And it's working. It's really working. I've invested in probably 20 companies now, and they're all really exciting, and they do not just longevity work, but virus detection, revolutionizing microbiology. We can look at the structure of the cell now in 3 dimensions, one of the other companies. There's a lot going on, and I guess I just put a deposit down and expect a return on most of them. If so far I haven't lost any money, so which is pretty cool. But this is one of the reasons I need to live longer, because some of these companies take a while to get my return, especially drug companies.
I can't believe that the main reason for your longevity desire is so that you can see the returns in your financial investments.
Yeah, it's not a very good algorithm, is it? But actually, one of the things that I like to say, and it's partly true, is one great thing about staying young and living longer is that you'll outlive your enemies, and it makes life a lot easier. So I'm finding that's actually true.